professor offered me a better grade in exchange for sex. He was new to the department, friendly, always smiling, a professor with a reputation for helping students find their footing. At first, I felt lucky that he singled me out. He handed me his number at the end of our second week and said to reach out if I ever needed help understanding the material. I thought it was kindness. I thought maybe, for once, my questions wouldn't get lost in a crowded lecture hall. The messages started as small check-ins about homework and exams, but quickly drifted into compliments and jokes. He gave glowing feedback on my assignments, promised he saw real potential. I wanted to live up to it. I worked harder, staying after class to ask about grades and review problems. What I didn't notice, at least at first, was that my grades had begun to slip. Where once I saw A's and B's, now there were C's and warnings about falling behind. I panicked, asked what I could do to bring my average up, and he told me there might be a way to work something out. He said I could meet him in the classroom after hours to discuss options. I told myself I was overreacting, that maybe I'd let things slide and the grades were deserved. Still, when I met him after class, his smile was different, greasier somehow, like he knew something I didn't. He closed the door behind me, lowered his voice, and told me not to worry so much. If you're willing, he said, I can help you get the grade you deserve, but extra credit isn't always about homework. He stepped closer. I froze, words stuck in my throat as he backed me into the corner by his desk. Then came the proposition. If I sent him certain kinds of photos or helped him out in person, he'd make sure my record looked perfect. I tried to play it off, make a joke, but his hand was already on my waist, sliding lower, fingers tight and insistent. My heart hammered in my ears. The locked door, the deserted hallway, the sound of his breath. I laughed, polite and brittle, and asked to leave. He let me go, grinning like it was all a game. I walked home in silence. I washed my hands 3 times. I told nobody. Replayed the scene until it blurred with shame and disbelief. I thought about what would happen if I told, about the way people talk, about ruining his career, about tanking my own reputation. I worried I must have invited it somehow, by accepting his help or not pushing back at the right moment. For days, I convinced myself I could handle it and keep moving forward, but every time a notification popped up, my stomach clenched. Eventually, I talked to someone. I reported him. The university's Title IX office was kind, careful, and believed me. They asked gentle questions, took down every word, walked me through what would happen next. The police got involved. I learned his pattern was bigger than me. I was not the only name in his notebook. He was fired. His second job let him go. The investigation found evidence in his messages, failures in his grading, even complaints from students who had been too afraid to speak up before. The department tried to keep it quiet, said too much noise would damage the school's reputation, but Title IX and a few staff on my side refused to let me be silenced. Even though the truth came out, the healing was messier. Therapy felt slow, and on bad days I still doubt what I remember. I struggle to trust professors, to ask for help without a nod of ear, but I know I did the right thing, no matter how many people wanted me to stay quiet. I did not cause what happened. I was not the one who should feel ashamed. I am learning to live without that guilt, one semester at a time, one conversation at a time. If you're lost in the same shadows, please tell someone, anyone. You deserve to be safe, heard, and free. That is not negotiable, and you are not alone.